you guys around. And hey, we got 5 thumbs up already on a Sunday. Not bad. Hang on a sec, friends. Let me just get this square here. Yeah. Let's see if we can get this going more like this. Let's see. Let's see here. That might be better. And it might fall down too. You know what I mean? It's probably too low, isn't it, friends? Let's have a look. How's everybody? Hey? How's everybody's Sunday going? Let's see if we can find. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit low, isn't it, friends? Just a little bit here. Oh, let's turn it down so I can read some. There we go. Johnny, how are you? Kyle, Alex, nice to see you, buddy. Sunday's going great, says Gavin. Good. This will probably even make it a little easier if I just kind of give it one of these. What do you think of that? Talk to me about that. Legs up. Oh, sure. I can handle that. Oh, yeah. Because that's just what it is. This is the way it is right now. Healing up. Doing great. Pot roast. Very nice. Greetings from Thomas Ruth. It's the Snowman. Snowman, good to see you. Matt Man. Love from the UK. Hey, Paul, love is good. I like love. I respond to love. Don't you, Paul? Yeah, I'll bet you do. Not fear. I don't respond to fear. And you see a lot of fear. And we can only combat that with love, friends. That's the only thing, is just raise yourself above to a higher vibration. There's a lot of hurting people out there right now, and hurt people hurt people. You see it a lot, and let's just try and be on the other spectrum, friends. And even if people come at you, that's always, I have found, oh my goodness gracious, holy cow. We got super chatters jumping in here like mad. I love this. This support feels so nice from you people. Thank you. My buddy BSE. Hey, Josh, how are you, bud? William DeBerry. Yeah, the world's got enough of the other stuff. Let's keep it rolling here on the good, the high vibrations, right? Firewood at the furnace. Now there's a nice man, Bradley. Bradley, it's good to see. I got a great picture of us, Brad, from Bunyan. A couple of good-looking characters, I might add. I'll tell you. Donald Bailey's Tree Service, $20 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Brad at the furnace. We love you, Brad. Thank you. Very nice to see you here, bud. Appreciate your presence here at this community. We appreciate you. And look at this family dinner on me. Love wins. Bucket Army for life. Right on, brother. What a guy. Josh, thank you, buddy. What a nice fella. Much love from the UK, Tim. Dad with 2 boys. Okay, bent my arm. Here's a little more love. I love it. Nice to see you. Love from Norway. Dad of 2 boys. We love you, buddy. Thank you. You laid up, buddy. Yeah, a little bit. I am. Yeah. Yeah, my body's healing right now. It's healing. It's I'm no good at sitting around, but I've accepted that, I guess that's what I'm supposed to be doing right now because that's what they got me doing. So I can't push it. I can't push it. It's a weird one. It's not my first picnic with this. So I'm working on patience, tolerance, and healing. We love you, Buckin family, and this community. Dad of 2 boys. Have you used a clone saw? Any opinions? Yeah, they're garbage. That's my opinion. They're garbage. The one I got was garbage. That's my opinion. B. Fisher. Hey, Buckin, my 13-year-old Bo is a budding 6th generation logger. He wants to go out on his own and sell firewood. He's been on a still for a year. He wants to know how you would get started as a kid. Well, I don't. Well, that's a great question. Thank you so much for the super chat, Mr. B. Fisher. Listen, I started doing this stuff when I was very young, and at 13 years old, obviously you can't drive, can you? So, if you want to run a firewood business, you're running power saw already. That's the main thing right there, because you got to cut it, don't you? Cut it and split it. So think of ways you can make money by people coming to you for your firewood, because you're not going to be delivering it. Or find someone to contract deliver for you. Maybe that's Dad. But if you have a space where you can actually have people come to you and buy your firewood, and if you've made a decision, is it just firewood you want to do? Is that it? The question is how he wants to know how you get started as a kid. Well, you've already done it, buddy. You're already doing it. By the sounds of it, it says you're running a Stihl 251 for a year now. So it sounds like you're already doing it to me. You keep doing it. Keep going. Have patience and just keep working hard. I don't think there's any magical formula. I know for me it was just, I just worked. Wherever I could just work. Where can I be of help? The rest will take care of itself if you work hard, be honest, and be kind to people. The rest will work out. The big fella will take care of the rest. That's where one has to have faith in the universe and in the flow of nature. So if you want to work hard and sell firewood, then that's what you will do, young man. That's what I wanted to do. So good for you. Terry, how's it going, Buckin? It's going. That's what it's doing. It's just going, Terry, right now. I'm just gathering along. Oh, look at this. Look at these super chats rolling in here. Mr. Fisher, that's a great question. Keep your boy going. My mother's funeral was Tuesday. Even on the worst days, I can never thank her for the gift of life. She was 93-year-old. Loved 93. Lieutenant Bradley, we love you, buddy. Our condolences to you, my friend. What an era. Young guns, Buckin. This weekend I cut down my first and second real tree, not just a tall branch. Made a nice clean wedge, made a clean back cut with an eye on the tree. Before I could pick up a wedge, it tipped. Well, that's why you look up. Always look up. Don't look at your kerf. Don't watch your kerf. Wait for your kerf to open. That is one of the worst habits you could ever get into, especially with what we've heard recently. This looking at the kerf BS and putting a wedge in it and watching to see when your wedge drops and all these things. I see those as bad habits, very bad habits. Just my opinion. You know, you're sitting there watching your kerf, and as soon as the crown moves, that means your wedge has moved. something could be on the way down. Do you not agree? I sure do. Don't look at your freaking curve. Stop looking at your curves. Look up. Or you're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. Good for you, young guns. Thanks for the answer. He's excited you took the time to talk to him. And I am his delivery driver. I thought you might be, Mr. Fisher. I thought you might be. Just saw. Learn the saw. Learn to file the saw. Learn saw maintenance. Learn to flip your bar after every cutting session. Keep the saw clean, the air cleaner clean. Learn to file your power saw and the relationship between the raker and the cutting tooth. Learn to file. It's all in the filing. That's what you need to focus on. Bjorn Van Dwale. Bjorn, thank you for the super chat, my friend. We appreciate you. Greetings from Ireland. Kevin O'Brien, nice to see you. Smash the thumbs up for BBR. Good country, good to see you. Buckin, I'm sure you gave, but do you have a detailed filing video? Young Guns, yes I do, very many of them. Just go to my channel and search videos, sharpening. I've got quite a bit of content on that. And it will actually help you immensely. Chainsaw Sharpening School. Check that one out. Just check that video out. It'll make your life better. Trust me, it will. I listen to people who have done it for many, many years. When I need to learn something, you know what I mean, friends? Like if I need to learn something about whatever it is, I go to the people who are experienced, not to the guy who, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying. Go to the source, I call it. Chainsaw Sharpening School. Go to that one, brother. Go to that one. You'll bounce off all kinds of stuff. The algorithm will get you going in the right spot. Christine, nice to see you. BBR, you got any still 08s? I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is. An 08s. 08s. Skyro Boss. Love to see some cutting videos on it. No stills. No. Just a couple of old ones, you know, like an 075, and I gave away my 090s. They were the 125 was all I needed in that category. The Lost 40. There was 219 on the live feed and only 54 thumbs up. We need to do better, says the Lost 40 with the super chat. You are absolutely correct, my friend. We do. Or we don't. That's okay too. Do whatever you like. If you don't want to hit the thumbs up, don't hit the thumbs up. I mean, heck. I mean, what's going on here today? Not much, really. So just do what you do. Somebody tells you to do something, sometimes that makes us not want to do it more, right? Yeah. So don't hit the thumbs up. That wouldn't be good. That's not a good thing to do. Don't do that. Heckaronis. Don't be doing that. Don't hit the thumbs up. It's not a good thing to do. Let's go, Army. Look at this. Kevin O'Brien with a super chat. Look at these guys. There's another super chat right there. Lyle Davies. Good effort and good results. Go hand in hand. Be kind. Lyle, you're a kind man. You know that. Thank you, Lyle. Sean Cap says, let's be positive right now. Very smart man, Sean Caps. Good for you. Sean Caps, let's be positive right now. I think that's a wonderful thing to say and a wonderful thing to do. Hey, Buckin, what are your thoughts on the Stihl 050 I picked up? I don't know. Tassie chainsaws, I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I don't even know what an 050 is. If it starts and runs and just keep it sharp, I'm sure it'll be a good saw for you. That's right, Brian Johnson. That's right, brother. How many thumbs up we got now? Monkey Man Outdoors says, I got you, Buckin. Good man. Good man. Buckin Billy Ray is spreading love in South Mississippi. Tony Miles. Tony, I'll spread love wherever I can, whenever I can, and whenever the opportunity arises. That's one thing I can promise you here. You will not catch me beating anybody up, knocking anybody down. You will not catch it. You've probably never caught it because it doesn't happen here. That's not my style. That's not what the universe wants. The universe wants the other way, to lift each other up, help each other along. We're stronger together than we are beating each other up. There's a lot of insecure men out there, friends. It seems to be more the men than the women, although women can be that way too. I find men, for some reason, I don't know why. I wish there were more secure, strong men in the world that could be vulnerable and just say what's on their mind instead of these innuendos. Do you know what I mean, friends? It's sad. I think they'll come around. I do. I just think they need the right people in their lives, you know, to understand that their kids are watching them, for one thing, and change the narrative a bit and try and lift one another up instead of beating them down. You've never met somebody and you're beating them down and it's because of your own insecurities. It's very sad. It's very sad to see. I like to see people do well and to be able to be happy for someone who's winning. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying, friends? Like, can't we be happy for each other if somebody's winning? Let's do that. Tom Carlson, what a man. Tom, your support is so appreciated. All the super chatters. I'm not joking, yous. It's huge. Thank you so much, Tom. Thank you. What a nice man Tom Carlson is. Just a gracious man. Tom, we love you and we thank you so much for your support. All the super chatters every Sunday. It's a huge part of the channel. It helps us out a ton. Thank you. Huge support. Heck yeah. Laura. Is that Laura Krug? Where's Laura Krug? I believe it has to do with ego. It has absolutely everything to do with ego. Absolutely everything. Which is fear. But we can make a difference. We can. Secure, strong men, we can make a difference. We can just give them hugs or don't respond to their fear. Give love, you know, just give them a hug or something or something, you know. I don't like to reward bad behavior, but that's why Buchan is so easy to admire. He lifts everyone up because he is secure in who he is. Well, Laura, well, thank you, Laura. Thank you. Well, I am. I actually, you speak the truth. I don't go boasting about it, but I feel very free. If I think that's the best word to describe it is I feel free. I just feel free. I don't know how else to put it. No, I don't use the scissor wheel. No, no, I don't. I've never, no, no. I make trees do things. I can do things with trees with just undercuts and maybe the odd Dutchman here and there, but I don't. No, I'm not saying the scissor wheel doesn't work, but I don't. I don't get into that stuff. I don't teach people that stuff. No. Kyle Baker. Looking good today, Buchan. Your attitude is beyond contagious. It's awesome that we all love you more than you know. Love you all. Buchan Army for Life is the only. You know, what an incredible feeling to have people come to you and speak like this to you. Kyle Baker, and you know, honestly, brother, I thank you so much for your support. What a guy you are. That really feels nice to hear that come from you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Nick Pixel, good to see you. Kindness is a strength that bonds us together. Love, friends. You know, I don't want to go on a rant, but you guys, gals, women, and children, I think the folks that come here, you know who I am. I hope you do. You wouldn't be here, I wouldn't think, if you didn't know who I was. The support that I get from you people, I just, love can change things like you wouldn't believe. What happens when someone has done you wrong? Let me ask you this question right now. Let's say you felt like you were done wrong by someone. Has anyone ever come to you and said, listen, I acted a fool there the other day, and I feel bad about it. I do. I'm sorry. I just, I don't know what came over me. I was rude to you, and I'm sorry. Please accept my apology. I'm sorry. What happens to you when someone does that? Tell me what happens. I know what happens for me. I reach out my arms and I gain a mountain of respect for the vulnerability and the love it takes for that person to grow in that way, to come and admit. Because let's face it, I think we've all at some point in our lives maybe taken our own lives out on people. Maybe our mood, a bad mood, and we've been rude or short with someone. It takes a real man to step up and say, hey, you know what, I feel bad that I said that to you, and I didn't mean it. I was feeling bad about myself that day, and I wasn't feeling good as a man, and I lashed out, and I'm sorry. Will you accept, you know, it takes such a big man to be vulnerable. This tough guy, it's backwards and barbaric. The world is evolving. Either evolve or stay in the cave. The world is evolving. The educational system is evolving. Our world is moving so fast. What is needed mostly in this world right now is love and everything that derives from that. Compassion, honesty, hard work, old ways, the old ways need to come back. It's just simple. It's just love. That's all. That's it. That's not that hard. But some people have a hard time because they don't love themselves. So that's where it's got to start. You can't be given nothing you ain't got. Let's be honest. You can't. Well, it's kind of true, isn't it? You know? Your words always make my head straight for the week. Derbs. Well, I'm glad it helps, brother. I'm glad it helps. Honestly, I am. I just know that. Hey, Brian, thank you, buddy. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Friends, Brian here. Can we thank the super chatters, friends, real quick, please? Brian Hebert says, hey, Buckin, you've convinced me to start doing tree work and firewood around a local guy to teach me to climb. Picked up a huge job, all the wood I want, and a free job for local veterinarian. Has 2 trees. You inspired me. Brian Hebert. Brian, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the support. Good for you, buddy. Listen, please do me a favor, Brian. If you're going to get into cutting trees, brother, please take the time to... There's a protocol, buddy. Do you know what I'm saying, bud? There's a protocol. Find your hazards, right? Don't just walk in and start cutting, brother, and looking at your kerf. Please, please, please. Just there's a way to do things, and you know, I don't. You know, I'm not the safest guy out there, you know, by a long shot. But just get your head up, bud. Keep your freaking head up. Once you're in a cut, you don't need to look at your freaking saw anymore. Once you're in the cut and you're lined up and you're putting your back cut in, you don't need to look at your saw. You need to look up there. Because if you're in your back cut, that means you're committed. And that means that the tree's going to move somewheres. Forward, backward, it's going to move. And if there's something up there that's not sitting right, guess what? It's coming down. Just please take the right measures. Gretchen, thank you to all the super chatters. Yes. Yes. Gretchen, thank you so much. Nice to see you, Gretchen. The shoulder's not the greatest, Robert. I got to be honest. It's not, but it's coming. It's coming. It's just in a bad way right now. That's all I can say. It's coming. I've just accepted it that it's a longer one this time. That's all. There's a reason why I'm sitting. There's a reason why my body wants me to sit right now. I don't have to know what that reason is. I just have to listen. I just have to listen to my body and learn to get stronger. And trust me, if I could be cutting, I'd be cutting or swinging an axe. I got 2 bucking wood bullets ready to rock, and I can't. You know how hard that is? I can't do it. I can't even empty I can't. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. But my spirits are good. My house has got a better feeling in it now. My wife was sick for a bit. I too was fighting something. It kicked us hard. It did. It kicked us hard. And now I think I'm just I'm coming out of this, but it's going to take a little bit more time yet. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the time I need. I've been going steady on this channel for freaking almost 8 years. Daily videos. 8 years coming up. And everybody needs to take a break. So is that another super chatter? It is. It's Matt H. Buchan. Thank you for all you do. I had a dead silver snap off the stump and try to flatten me yesterday. Without you sharing your knowledge, I believe yesterday could have gone differently for myself. Thank you. Well, Matt, if I've helped somehow, then it's worth it, isn't it, buddy? It's worth it. That's good news. That's good to hear. Let me just get this square here, friends. Sorry. I got to put something here so this doesn't go anywhere. There. That should be okay. I hope it is. Wow. Super chatters. Crazy. Cameron, I don't care what people do with the axe. I don't care where they buy it. I just want people who want to use an axe get the proper profile. And the whole idea behind the axe is to someone to get an axe that actually splits wood and makes their life easier. I don't care. I don't care about anything else other than that. I don't care what you do with your money. I don't care what you want to hang the axe on the wall. That's great. You want to give the axe to somebody. You want to use it. You want to break it. You want to. I don't care what you do with it. It honestly doesn't matter to me at all. Actually, I hope that answers your question. But as far as Liam making it, I love it. The man's an artist and a very savvy businessman. So I don't do things I don't want to do. Let's just put it that way. No one would get this axe if I was going to try and make it. That's for darn sure. But I've sold probably 700-800 axes, Cam, and I'll bet you 500 of them have ended up on the wall. You see what I'm saying? So that's just I didn't make the rules, brother. Joshua, thank you for your support, buddy. Have you ever wait a minute. Forged axes a couple times, and I'm horrible at it. Yeah, horrible at it. Thank you, buddy. Jack, you are a humble person, Buchan. Thank you. When I'm having a bad day, I try to remember someone always has it worse than me. Jack, you know what? Unfortunately, you're right about that. You are most definitely right about that. And it's kind of a morbid way to look at it. But I sit here right now. I sit here right now in front of you in complete and 100% gratitude. Because the way my life has gone thus far, I would be an absolute fool and an embarrassment to a man to complain about anything in my life right now. I would be an embarrassment as a man to complain. Especially right now, in the lieu of what's transpired over the last little week or two here, and what will continue to happen in our industry until eternity. I've been to a lot of funerals, my friend. I've been to a lot of funerals. I got people asking me left and right to do a video on this, on our friend Jed. Well, I haven't done so because I don't know what to say. What can I possibly say? You know, this isn't about anybody but the man's family and him. It's not about other people's opinions. I've been to too many. I've lost too many faller buddies to get into some. So I'm a little bit stuck around that. I get it that I'm a YouTube presence in the industry, and I've been smashed upon. But I guess I'm confused on why. I don't know. I'm at a little bit of a loss on it. I don't know what to say. We all know it's sad. We all know that Jed was a qualified man, but he made a decision to go into somewhere, and it was his last decision. So, you see what I mean? Like this is commonplace where I come from. It's commonplace. I really liked that fella. I liked him a lot, actually, and I'd never met him. I really liked his energy. Nice fella. Buckin, you have made my day. I needed this. I've been through a lot, but I'm sober. From everything, I've been sober from drinking for a year. You're the man, Buckin. All love. Alec Karn. Alec, brother. Man, good for you, buddy. Good for you. That makes me so happy. Now it's time to grow, brother. Now is when you can grow and evolve. Hey? You get what I'm saying, brother? Good for you. I'm proud of you. The first year's a gift, brother. The first year's a gift, and don't forget it. It's a freaking gift. You know it is, Alec. Now the work begins, brother. Now the work begins. Good for you. Yeah, I like I say, I watch these other videos that these guys are doing, and it's not, doesn't feel right to me. They start turning things around about them, and it actually doesn't. I don't like it, actually. I don't. It's just my opinion. I don't know what is needed to be said. Hey pal, top few tips for keeping you in the ARB industry for a long time. Physical fitness, and no drugs and alcohol. And a curious mind to learn. A very, very open, curious mind. Humble, I guess. You know what I mean? Remain teachable is very important, because I was able to not be closed-minded when it came to different techniques as I was a young woodsman. I learned from old fallers. You understand what I'm talking about? I learned from old fallers, old loggers. I don't really classify myself as an arborist, although I know trees and tree biology, and I know all that stuff, and tree balance, and I have a feel for trees. I have all that, but I guess that's the word that's used. I guess. I'm just a tree man. That's what I am. I'm a tree man. A hippie logger. Everybody has their own niche, right? Find your niche and stick with it. You don't have to, don't compare yourself. If you see somebody doing something and you think, wow, that's amazing, I want to do that. Well, if you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. Just find your niche and stay with that niche, because it's about, you know, feeling right about what you're doing. I couldn't stop it. Honestly, I feel like I couldn't stop this, the cutting, the power saw. I couldn't stop it. I sobered up, and it was like, it took me. You know what I mean? It saved me. It's hard to explain. This industry saved a lot of wandering men. You know what I mean? Arboriculture, logging, firewood, chainsaw, power saws, whatever, axes. It has saved so many men. I can't begin to tell you how many men it saved. Has it taken some? Absolutely it has. Many. But it saved more than it's taken, I'll guarantee you that. I will guarantee you that. Munchy Crunch, good afternoon, buddy. Brian, hey, Bucket, like watching you. Thanks, Brian. No matter what your profession, it's always good to get input. Yes, it is, Laura. Absolutely it is. Love your brother from Southeast Texas, Barry Honeycutt. Hey, Barry. Good to see you, bud. Good to see folks today. North Texas here. Big D's. Hey, buddy. Hi, Tia. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Tia. Those square files were just a gift a year or something ago. Somebody sent me a box of them. I don't know where they come from. I heard Madsen sells them, is what I heard. Yeah. Hello, everybody in Buckin. I can't get headphones to pair. Give me a moment. Okay, James. Wow, he has me worried. Haven't heard from him in several weeks. Who's that? Who's that, Marty? John Waring. Good to see you, John. Glad you're here. Do you ever come to Kentucky? I haven't yet. Hi, Buckin. How the heck are you from miserable Gloucestershire, miserable England? Ray, nice seeing you, buddy. Belgian, Bjorn, nice to see you. Mike Inslee, doing okay, buddy? Doing okay. Can't wait to get back out there. It's just taking its time. That's all. I just gotta let nature take its course. Gypsy, I see you, buddy. Gypsy Logger, I see you, buddy. I see you, man. Yo, Gypsy, I see you there, okay? S.A., I see you there. I can see you, Gypsy. Lots of love, Eric Holbrook. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Who makes the best quality files in your opinion? And hi from cold Manitoba. I go with Oregon. I'm just an Oregon guy. I find still files wear out too fast. But that's just the everyday brands, right? Oregon. You know, you can start buying high quality files if you like, but I just buy them by the box. So we're going to get heavy into round filing this year. I'll still show my square, but when we get back on the ball here, we're getting hard into the round filing so that the everyday average layman or woman can grab a hold of a rat tail file, stick it in a power saw, and get that sucker to cut. We're going back in. Because once you do a video, it goes back. And people don't search for stuff, I found. They don't. They seldom do they. They just wait for, they want to find it, so they'll ask you to do it. Bucking, can you do a filing video? Well, I've only done about 13 now. Yes, I can do another one. And I will do so. Because we're going to start right from the square one again. We're going to talk about it all. But have we not evolved over the past 8 years? Yes, indeed we have. Yes, indeed we have. Burke Bucking Firewood says it's cold. The round filing is wonderful. It is one of the most enjoyable things that I do, is stroke a power saw with a round file. I love it. I love filing. It's meditation to me. But it's not just about the tooth. It's about the relationship from the working corner to your raker and the wood you're cutting and the power you got behind it. It's a recipe, but it's all in the filing. Don't mistake it. It's all in the filing. I see these guys, man, with these short bars just ramming their dogs into the logs and doing all this craziness. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. It's a big genre. It's a big genre. A lot of them have never made a dime with a power saw, but that's why I stay out of that stuff. I stay out of it. Tia, what a sweetheart. Thank you, Tia. Michael Oldtimer, how are you doing, buddy? Yeah, man, they've helped a lot of folks, no doubt about it. You know, everybody, you can pick up things off of everybody, you know. Yeah, there's Jay Daniels with some good information right there. 3-cornered square file, chainsaw file is available. Bailey's Online, that's what it is. Bailey's Online. They got some good stuff. Oh, the Ferd files are good, Kev. Yeah. Somebody sent me some of them, actually. Yeah, they work good. Darren, I've used everything. I've used soft, hard. It's more about the haft, buddy. To be honest with you, it's more about the haft. Getting that nice friction haft. You know what I mean, buddy? Don't sit your axe head down on a shelf, because your wedge will definitely your wedgemanship will definitely show up if you do that. I don't really think it matters, to be honest with you. I use some of the hardest woods out there, and then I use some softer stuff too, you know? Yeah. But I would concentrate more on the haft. I think that's more of a focus than the actual harder softwood in the wedge. Just my opinion. Hardwoods you can usually give a little more stank to without it, you know, caffing on you. Was that you, Kevin, that did that? Was that you, you dirty dog? Kevin Duff. What a guy. Hello from North Carolina, Danny Trippett. Danny, good to see you, bud. Shoulder's not the greatest. It'll get there. Kind of goes up and down. It's just working its way to better is what it's doing. But it's not the greatest, to be honest. I just can't push it. Right on, Ben. Good man. Thomas Evans, late as usual. Hope everyone is well. Mr. Thomas Evans, how are you, buddy? God, he pays good stuff. Yeah, I like it. Tight line fishing, good to see ya. George Outdoors. Yes, it is, George. It's ridiculous, actually. The people, you people are really making me feel good these days. Honestly, you are. The people that are making the axe requests and the buying the t-shirts at buckandbillyray.com. We got a new t-shirt coming out, friends, fairly quickly. You're going to like it. Do you guys remember a while back when somebody was asking me to make a t-shirt with my old green and white crew cab? The old 78 4x4, where it all started. Does anybody remember that? People were asking about that. So I obliged. We're working on a design right now as we speak. It's almost done, and I think you're going to freaking love it. Remember all those green and white trucks I had years ago? Buckin's Trucking? Oh, and I used to run all that firewood over on that barge over to the island back in the day. Yep. Hey, Super Chatters. Mark Gaines. Hello, Buckin. How are you? I'm okay, Gainsies. I'm okay, buddy. I'm all right. I've been worse, and I've been better. John McCormick. Johnny! Ish. I use spotted gum. That spotted gum's good stuff for wedges. Let me tell you that right now. I love that spotted gum for wedge and axes. Love it. Ish sent me some of those. Yeah, Dustin, I am. I'm not doing much. As a matter of fact, put a little piece of wood on the fire. It's just going to go away one day. It's hard to explain. I don't know if anybody has dealt with shoulder issues. It's kind of hard to explain. But I'm not going to go into it. Because for starters, I don't like complaining. And I said it in a video. I know providing information is not complaining. I understand that. I just don't like complaining. Uh, I don't need to, you guys know who I am. If we could be doing something, we'd be doing something. I think you folks know that. Right now, hey, I've given it all I've had for the last coming up 8 years. I've given it all I've had here. And I haven't brought you guys junk. I haven't brought you junk. I've just brought me and what I know. That's it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you don't like me, that's good. Because I like me. I don't need you to like me. I got that one. I got that one covered for both of us. I like me, actually, a lot. I do. I hope you like you. Because that's the victory right there. That's how the world gets better, when we start liking ourselves and loving ourselves. That's when the world gets better, in my opinion. That's why I'm spreading love and kindness around this place. If you want to know the honest truth, that's what I'm using this channel for, YouTube. You darn toot, and I'll go down swinging for it. So if I can't cut trees for a couple of weeks or whatever it is, that's how life is. I can't fight the flow. So I'll just get better. And when I get better, we cut. Right? But for now, let's just love one another. How about that? I like me now, and you had a big part in that over the past years. Dave Slinger, what a guy. Dave, I love you, buddy. I do, Dave. I love you. You're a very good man. We all are. We're all good men. We all have love in us. It's the fear that tends to screw things up. It's the fear. It's the fear of, you know what I mean? It just is. It's the fear. It doesn't need to be there, but it's there. I understand. You have a lot more to offer than just cutting trees, Albert says. I agree with you, Albert, and I'm going to continue to do that. I am. I don't even really think I've begun. Albert, do you know what I'm saying? I don't even think I've even scratched the surface on that yet. If anybody remembers me talking about wanting to help fatherless kids and broken men, does anybody remember me talking about that a while back? Helping the broken man or woman, child? Huh? What in the heck would I be doing here? Huh? I'm not going to come here and flap on about just cutting trees. Trust me on that one. That would be a waste of good quality time in my mind. Whack Cub. Good afternoon, Buck and Army. Good to see you all. I'm in work truck on the way home from the woods. Figured I'd drop in and just tell everybody hello, Buck, and thanks for all you do and are doing. Whack Cub. Whack. We love you, buddy. Thank you for your support. I see you out there, buddy. I see you. I do. What a guy. Good man. We appreciate you, pal. Johnny McCormick, you too. All our super chatters. Jamie, good to see you. Marty Rudder. Absolutely, I approve that thought. Cut trees, but grow spirits. You can have that one for free, Buckin. Thank you, Albert. Albert, you're a good man. I can feel it coming right through the freaking screen. Albert's a good man. He's got love in his heart. Albert. Of course you do. Raised from a good home, I'll bet, eh, Albert? Both mom and dad? Just a guess? Just straight up, just a crazy wild guess, Albert. It's the energy I'm feeling from you. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like you came from a good home. Babaloo, good afternoon. Pepsi! Pepsi! It's nice when you folks come here Sunday. It's fun. Thanks for the super chat, says Johnny McCormick to Whack Cub. Love it. Mr. Shufflelovsky. Great to see ya. Ha ha, lots to give. Good parents. They just don't get along. Ha 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 ha. Hey, that's okay, Albert. They don't have to. They don't have to. Jay Daniels, the original wood bullet is profile design as primarily a splitting axe. It will pound, chop, and split, designed to split, says Mr. J. Daniels. Yeah, that thing will do anything, to be honest with you, it will, but it is designed to split. But that thing will chop like you wouldn't believe because of the profile. Right, Jay? Yeah, it's nuts. I've shown that all on the channel. Dragon's picks. Sure glad I came here to relax today. Dragon, we're glad you're here. I'm actually glad you guys came. Hey, friends, listen. It's tough when you don't feel like you got much to give and you think to yourself, it's 5 to 1. I go live at 1 o'clock on Sundays. I have for years. And you're sitting here and you're thinking, well, what have I got to offer? But you know what? I take energy from you people. Try that one on for size. So that's what's been happening the last couple of weeks here. You people are giving me energy. Know that to be true. Know it to be true. Haven't been feeling good mentally, but running the Homelight Super XL 925 more lately. Cutting in this community helping me feeling better. Mark Quillen, $20 super chat. Mr. Mark, thank you. Billy Block with his coffee money. Billy, thanks, pal. Better have a sip. My wife's feeling so much better. She's out doing all kinds of stuff, moving around again. She got sick, friends. My wife got sick. Yin and yang, Albert says. You got that right, brother. Takes two to keep a boat afloat. Yep. Hey, you know what? You got it, Albert. I mean, they raised you. Ethical acts, good to hear. Wife is feeling better. Thanks, buddy. Yep, it's good. She's doing better. I love watching your firewood splitting videos. I restored axes, but I don't know how to sell them. What should I do? By the way, I'm 14. Clayton Mann. What do you mean, buddy? What do you mean? What should you do? Clayton, talk to me. You mean how to sell them? Is that what you mean, buddy? I'm talking to you and I'm looking for your name, so give it back to me, brother. Yeah, how should I sell them? Well, Instagram, buddy. Sell them on Instagram. Sell them on Facebook. Sell them. There's never been an easier time to sell something online than there is now. Use Facebook Marketplace. Sell them to get your friends involved. You know what I mean, buddy? Clayton? Get them out there. Get your axes out there. That's what I would do. Professor Quack, bucking is an animal. A beast. Sometimes I am. Clayton, keep going, buddy. It'll come. If it's what you want to do, it'll come. Be honest. Clayton, be honest. Work hard and be kind, young man. Telling you, it's the recipe. The rest will fall in place with patience and faith. Have faith in the process. My wife used to tell me, I'd be like, honey, we're not getting anywhere. And she goes, honey, just keep working hard and being honest. You've just started. It will come. She told me this, friends. This woman, that's what she said to me. Just keep being honest and work hard. And I just kept going and kept going and kept going. I worked on farms, Just because I wanted to live on a power saw, every job I had wasn't on a power saw. It would be cleaning gutters. I just wanted to work hard. That's all. I wanted to give. We all have the what one man can do, another man can do. That's a good axe, Rich. Yeah, the wood slasher is a good one. Any bears in your area? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got the black bears here. Yeah. It's true. Your reputation is a separate thing from yourself almost. You're constantly building your name. Constantly. Every interaction, every phone call, every human interaction, you are constantly building your name. Because when you leave that interaction with that human being, you are leaving an impression on that person. Were you kind to them? Were you rude? Were you mean? Did you pick up that thing they dropped and handed it back to them and say, here, you dropped this? Were you helpful? If you are a serving, giving person, life just works out. It will happen for you. Maybe it might not be on your time schedule, but it will work. Be a giver. Bark and Spider, give my friend Rob Swingbank a heck yeah. He's on the 6th day of his Dakar. Oh, cool. Robbie, Swingbank. Right on, Jamie. Thanks, buddy. Heck yeah for Rob. Swingbank. Kyle, I don't know. I don't know what it'll cost. Liam's making it, so he'll know. Whatever his, probably in somewhere where his axes are, somewhere's in there. I honestly don't know. I'd tell you if I knew. I don't. But I know it's going to be 5 or more. His farm axe is $520. His farm axe. So that's the only one that he has kind of comparable size-wise on his website to the wood bullet. It's no wood bullet. Trust me that. It's no wood bullet. It's a very nice axe, but it's no wood bullet. So you can definitely be looking at a $500 or $600 bill. I would think anyways. I'm just shooting off. Rick and Ricky Guerrera, how are y'all? Being enough for Americano. Love you, Buckin. Peace, everybody out there. Rick and Ricky. Thanks, Riggin. That's cool. I can't wait to get moving around again. Pepsi. Christine, you're going to have to buy one now. Christine said she'd pay $600 all day and twice on Sunday for a bullet. Christine, I love you. Billy Block. Man, these freaking friends, these comments just bling, bling. Yeah, we're getting closer. I sent him my handle, friends. So Liam's got my handle now. He should get it this week, I think. This week or early next. He'll have my handles. He'll have my stamp. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't freaking wait, friends. And he's got to send me one more axe for R&D. One more. The 5-pounder. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Edward, it's funny you'd say that. That's just what they are. It seems that's what axes like this kind of axe are. I did a little research on the internet, not a lot, but I see people selling hand forged axes for that kind of dollars. That's just what it takes to get them to that stage. So they're not for everybody. They're not. This axe is not for everyone. I thought about going and seeing some mass production company, but they'd never get close to the profile. I don't think it would happen. I just don't think it would happen. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens down the road. Well, Grizz, yeah, for Liam they will be. Believe it or not, there's not a lot when you contract the whole thing out. There's not really a lot left, to be honest with you, and that's not what this is about for me. This is more about legacy than money. When you do business the way I'm doing business with the Wood Bullet, you contract everything out, and you get a very small piece, and I'm fine with that. I'm extremely fine with that. It's more about getting this axe into people's hands who split firewood. That's what this is about for me. It's always been about the axe getting into people's hands. But yeah, I'm excited. There'll be more to come. I'd like to design maybe 2 more, a wedge banger maybe, and perhaps well, maybe 2 or 3 different axes, and I'll work with different blacksmiths because I just want to get good axes out there to people. I want people to understand that it's all about the profile and energy spent. When you hit a piece of wood and it doesn't split, you don't want to be fighting to get it out of the piece of wood. That's wasted energy, in my mind. Yeah, I've got a couple of those aluminum sheaths. Yeah, I find them a little noisy. I like the leather ones better. I don't like clanging around like that, but they work. Yeah, they work fine. Jennifer, hey Buckin, is the ox head splitting axe a good splitting axe? I don't know. I don't have one. The blacksmith shed's still there. Nothing happened to it. It's over there. Marco, I would pay $600 all day for a Wood Bullet. I know how much has gone into it. Well, thanks, Marco. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's gonna what he's going to price it at, but I'm sure it'll be in that realm. It's 5 or 6 or something like that. That's what those axes seem to go for. So, but I'm sure there'll be knockoffs when it gets all the pump, right? You'll see. You'll see what'll happen. Yeah. The shoulder's not quite there, Brian. Not quite there yet. But it'll get there. Shan't be much longer. Oxhead's a good company, Jennifer. Oxhead's been around a long time. They're a good company. Is it yellow? Is it one of those great big yellow things with the wedge? Is that the one you're talking about, Jennifer? It's yellow? Painted yellow? My buddy has one of those. If that's the one you're talking about, I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. But he ended up doing quite a bit of fabrication to the bit to get it to. Well, but he was fortunate. Oh, okay, it is that one. Yeah, that's a good axe. That's a good axe, but it's quite blunt, and the handle's really fat. So it's a big clunky axe, is what it is. My buddy Bear Claw, he after using the wood bullet, he was a changed man. He actually has that axe, and he ended up doing quite a bit of fabrication to make it more like the bullet's profile. You know, like, because you got to be sharp. You want to bust fiber, right? You want to start breaking fiber somehow. Yeah. So that's not a bad axe, but it does take a bit of fabrication. That's all I know about it. No problem, Jennifer. No problem at all. Yeah. No, I know the axe you're talking about now. Yeah. Quite blunt. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it depends on who's swinging it too. Let's be real honest. I mean, I've watched people struggle with stuff that, just the next guy's not going to struggle with at all. Like I've literally been in many situations where someone has just really had a hard time, and then of course I walk up and it you know what I mean. It doesn't matter. It matters on who's wielding the tool. Is really what's more important. But it's nice to have the proper weight and profile to get you moving in the right direction. Did you wash your Jeep, babe?
Yeah.
It's good questions today. Good questions. And thank you for the super chats. Eli, good. You're learning to file. Good man. That's what it's all about right there. Yep. Get both done. Get both. Don Wilburn, splitting axe or maul? Well, that's a very important question, because do you know what a splitting axe is, brother? Like, where do you buy a splitting axe is the question. You can go buy a maul anywhere, but where do you buy a splitting axe? This is the problem. Skinny profile heads are not splitting axes. So even though they'll say splitting axe, you'll buy it and you'll be like, this is useless. So you see what I'm saying, brother? So get both. Have a maul and a splitting axe, and use them both. That's what I say. Get both. Yeah, the Fiskars with the rubber, or the whatever that kind of a handle is, plastic handle. That's a good splitting axe. Yeah. But it's that axe is it actually has its pluses. That axe has its pluses for sure. It's a great splitting axe. It does create bad habits. If I knew a guy was using a Fiskars for 6 months or a year, and then he asked to use my wooden handled axe, I would actually downright say no. 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 He'd probably break the wooden one. Because it doesn't matter if you overstrike with Fiskars. So we get into this habit of just smashing things. Well, it doesn't work with a wood handle. So it changes your axemanship. It makes you a different axeman. The Fiskars does. Unless you're cognizant of what you're doing all the time and treat it like it was wood. But that rarely happens. Drew, I never had no discussion with anybody about nothing like that. There's scammers out there, bud. Was he asking you for money? There's scams everywhere, bud. About your hickory trees. Yeah, no, I don't remember that, buddy. I don't reach out to people and start asking them about trees, Drew. So there's apparently 5 or 6 people that are me now. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Probably after your banking information. Poland, Jacob. Poland, nice to see you. Yeah, it's out there a lot right now, ethical. Isn't it? It's out there a lot. Dimitri, I don't use a lot of 28. It's the 32 is what I run. If I got a 28, it would probably be because the size of the saw. That would be CCs. Because my choice would be 32-inch bar. Under what conditions do you decide to use a 28? That would be CCs. That depends on the saw. And I always run saws that can pull 32, so that's why I run 32. 28's a bit short for me. If it's a Mac, like a Pro Mac 1010 or something, I'll run a 28. But yeah, that's got to do with CCs, buddy. Power. I hope that helps, Dimitri. Is that Tin Man here? Yeah, he is. There's 3 or 4 of me now. Oh, cool. Scammers are everywhere. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Pepsi's not hitting the road, he says now. You got it, Dimitri. You got it. Drew, yeah, good man. Good man. Well, friends, I'm going to hit the highway here, I think. Jay Daniels he says he has a 6-pound maul, and I haven't used it in years. But both is a good answer. Actually, a chopper would fill out the fleet. Double bid equals 3 axes at least. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jay, 100%, brother. 100%. Have a good one, everyone. Ish, nice to see you, buddy. We love you. Christine, have a great week. Friends, hey, listen. Let's get serious for a second here. Can we please thank the Super Chatters? Please? It's huge to this channel, friends. It is. It's really all we have. We have our Google AdSense. We have our Super Chatters and our monthly supporters to the channel, our messengers of kindness. This is a very humble setup. Christine, you're a saint. The moderators, you're all saints. You help out so much. You are appreciated a ton. So thank you all so much. Friends, let's make a special effort this week, starting now, right now. But Monday morning sometimes works best for people. Just get connected right in the morning when you wake up. Touch base with love. Just make a conscious decision to thank love for riding with you on your journey for that day, and every human interaction you have at the gas station, at the drive-through, anywheres. Be a giver and a server. Just let's be kind. There's no other way to put it. Let's just be kind. Let's do it. How many people are here? 236 people. Well, imagine how many people we could affect, the 236 people here right now, if we went out tomorrow morning or wherever we go from here and smiled at people. And if someone was rude to us, we just either look the other way and don't respond, or just tell them you love them. Hope they're feeling better. Let's do it. Thank you, everyone, for coming here today. We're on the mend. Thanks to all the moderators and our Super Chatters and our messengers of kindness. We love you all. Over and out. See you on the next one.